Today I'm going to show you how to make 5 appetizers in 15 minutes or less, and we're going to use some of our great tools to do that. We're going to start with our new quick cooker, which is our electric pressure cooker, and we're going to make some barbecue chicken sliders. So let me show you how that works. The lid comes off and there is an inner pot. So what we're going to do is dump all the ingredients right in the inner pot, and in about 8 minutes we'll have this yummy little chicken sandwiches. So we're going to start with our liquid. So you always want to put a cup of liquid in your quick cooker anytime you're using it. So we got a cup of ketchup and a cup of brown sugar. I'm sorry, a fourth a cup of brown sugar, and that's going to go in. And we need 2 teaspoons of vinegar. We're going to pour it right in the pot. A little bit extra there. All right. We need a little garlic flavor. So I'm going to press some garlics using our garlic press. And with our garlic press, you just put the pod right in with the peel on. No need to peel it. And right into the pot. And then you'll see everything comes out in one piece. All the garlic's in your pot, and the peel is left in the garlic press. I usually like to put these with the kind of the hump side up. They work better. And that's 2. Alright, so now we're going to prepare our chicken. What to do is spritz it with a little oil just so that the seasoning that I'm about to put on it will kind of stay on it. And we're going to use our smoky barbecue rub. We also need to add some into that mix. So let's put a couple tablespoons into the seasoning, into the liquid here. So we get that smoky barbecue flavor. Now all of our rubs are gluten-free, and they're really good. This is a smoky barbecue. I really like it like this, or even just on a chicken breast. All right, so now we're going to put our chicken in here in the sauce. I can kind of mix it a little bit, but it really, I'm going to break up that brown sugar. I'm going to show you what this looks like done. And the other chicken breast. Put them in there whole. Onions, I'm going to use our simple slicer. So the onion goes right into the little holder. And then we slice. See how these come out? Now what's really nice is there are these little notches. If you want, make it convenient and work right into your container, whether it's a bowl or this pot like this. And here's the best thing about the simple slicer. All of that onion is gone. Every bit of it just came out. So I'm not losing any of my onion. And pour it all in there. Alright, and there's no need to mix this up necessarily because it's going to build pressure and it's going to mix as it cooks. So what we're going to do is put our lid on. Hear it when it's ready. We want to make sure that our pressure button is flush with the top and our steam buttons are lined up. Everything looks good. Now there is a poultry setting, and you can do that. What I do for this recipe though is I go to chicken, but this one, because it's only 2 chicken breasts, it's really only going to take 8 minutes. That one's preset for 15, so I'm going to bring this down to 8 and hit start. So this is how the pressure cooker lets me know that it's building pressure. It's got to build pressure before 8 minutes start. So we're going to see this little blue line go around while it's building pressure. So while that's working, we'll make a few other things here. The next thing I want to show you is a very easy fondue. And we're going to make it in our everyday rock crock. And we're going to use our slow cooker stand when it's finished to keep it warm, to keep it out for serving. But what we do with this, let's put this back here, is we're going to use a cup of heavy whipping cream that I've got measured in our measure-all. So our measure-all is really nice because you can use Measure your liquids on one side and your solids on the other, and I'll show you the solids in a minute. But we've got 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And we're going to put this right on the stove top and let it come to a steam. So we'll let that go. So our rock crocks are really great because you can use them so many places. You can use them on the stove, under the broiler, microwave oven, outside on your grill, and even in your dishwasher. And you can actually put them in your freezer. It has a temperature high of up to 752 degrees, so it's not going to crack under that thermal pressure. So they're really nice for some versatility. Next thing I want to show you while our cream is steaming over there is a very easy holiday spread. And all this is a block of cream cheese, and this is our new little cheese board. Thankful, grateful, blessed this year. Love it. And we're going to use our raspberry habanero sauce. Now, we also have a pineapple rum that works really well with this too. This is so easy because all you're going to do is pour about 1/2 bottle on top of your cream cheese. And there you go. This is really good with crackers, veggies. So you have a nice little holiday spread for your guests. I'll show you how to make a really quick dip that's using our dill. Again, another one of our seasonings that I love. Let me check on our fondue and see if it's steaming yet, and it's not. So, okay. So this is a dill dip, a flavored dip, and we're going to use 1/2 cup of sour cream, and that's the measure all on the solid side. So I've measured my 1/2 cup, and you can see all the way around because it's clear. You can see that I've got all areas full, and we're just going to put that right in. And what's nice is you're going to get every little bit out. So if you're baking and you're using Crisco's and peanut butters and things like that, and you know baking is very picky about the measurement, so this will really come in handy. So now we're going to go back to the 1/2 cup measurement and put 1/2 cup of mayo. And same thing, you can really see that I'm filling up all the little spaces in there. I'm getting all that. And then we're going to put our mayo and plunge it right in. This is our 2-cup prep bowl. So it's got measurements on the inside. Really, I guess you could measure the 1/2 cups right into this bowl if you wanted to do it that way. What I like about this is when we're done, we're going to have a lid, and we'll be able to put this in the fridge and keep it cool. In fact, it's better if it chills for a couple of hours before you use it. And so now we're going to use our dill. This also works really well with our Southwest. So if you like the Southwest flavor, this is our all-purpose dill mix. And we're going to take about a tablespoon. Now I've used this dill mix in my tuna fish, my chicken salad to give it a little dill flavor. Really good for that. I'm sure you could use it on fish or some other things. And we're just going to mix this up until it's all nice and creamy. All blended, and you could actually just even serve it in the same little container. All right, and put the lid on, and that's ready to go. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you, let me check on our fondue. Okay, we're starting to get some steam over here. So what we're going to do now is add in 1/2 bag of chocolate chips. Stuff. Really, you could do white chocolate chips in this. You could really do anything that would be really good. And that's it. It's going to continue to melt, and then we're going to put it in the rock crock stand. I'll show you how that works. All right, so this is heavy whipping cream that we're going to make from scratch. So what I've done in our whipped cream maker, I've put 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Fill heavy whipping cream. Well, let's put our flavoring in first. So you always put a little flavoring. I'm going to use peppermint, like 1/2 teaspoon of peppermint, just because I'm going to do a peppermint flavored one. But you can use vanilla, you can use almond. There's all kind of flavors. You could use some chocolate, different flavorings that you like. and now we're going to fill this. Here our, got this ready to go. We got a cup in there. There's a fill line that I filled to. And we're just gonna pump it about 30 seconds. So if you see the blue rim down here, it's like a gripper, but it comes off. And we're going to use that for a lid when we're done. Because, you know, if you don't use all of this, and you can see that it's getting a little bit harder, and that's kind of how you know it's starting to get done. And that rock crock, that fondue will stay warm for a few hours. Even without the rock crocks, anything you put in it will stay warm. But we're going to put it in the rock crock so it continues to melt. All right, let's see if we have... Alright, so we have some whipped cream. What I want to do, because I want to make this a peppermint flavor, which will really be fun at the holidays, right? With a little chocolate graham cracker, or even in your coffee. Hot cocoa, something like that. So we're just going to whip in those peppermint chips. That was a crushed peppermint. And now we're going to take this off. Really be pretty if you sprinkle some of those peppermints on top if you're going to serve it. But there is our whipped cream. All right, so now that if you can see the rock crock stand, but now that the fondue is melted, let me show you what this looks like. And really it's just melted chocolate. So we're just going to put this in the stand and let it stay warm. So while your guests are visiting, you can have some strawberries or graham cracker sticks, or vanilla wafers are really good in this. And it can sit right here. Put it on low, or there's a warm feature, leave it on warm, and they can continue to snack through your whole party. And there's the lid. And there you go, the rock crock stand. All right, so our chicken is not even to pressure yet, so we've got to wait a little bit. And once it comes to pressure in 8 minutes, it will be ready, and I will share that with you. Right, so we are down to the last minute on our timer, if you can see that. So what I want to do is show you how to release the pressure and how our chicken looks. So we'll tell you a little bit about our pressure cooker. It has some safety features built in. For one, our handles are here on the side, not here. But you're not going to lift it when you're cooking, but you do need to move it around. I've put mine out in an open area so that the steam doesn't hit my cabinets whenever I release the steams. And this is usually where I cook. I'll bring it out into an open area. It just is a safer thing. The steam can take the paint off of your cabinets. The other feature is the way that our steam release is on the lid, and I'll show you that in a second. You will not be putting your hand through that steam, so you're not going to worry about burns if you do it, you know, the way that it is designed to be used. So now our time is done. So what we're going to do is release the steam manually, and that is right here, and you see the steam coming out. Now you can let it go by itself, it'll go, or I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hit cancel and turn this off. Now I'll tell you another little trick. The lid will not come off if there's pressure in there, and I'm going to show you that. See, it will not open. So that's a huge safety feature. All of this steam has to be out, because the steam is where you're going to get the burns, you're going to get the lids blowing off. If you've ever seen that on a pressure cooker, and I think we've all seen that. I mean, it's just, there's still steam in there, and I have to get it out before I can open this thing. You can pretty much hear when all the steam is out. So if you see how my hand is in the front and the steam is in the back, I get all that steam out. All right, I'm going to take the lid. This inner pot is very hot. So if you're going to reach in there to get your food, you will definitely want to use a long handle. Our long handle teak spoons are perfect for this. But I'm using these, work really well too. Let me try to show you what we've got in here. If I can get this turned enough. I don't know if you can see it. So what I'm going to do is take, so that you can see this, how the next part works. I'm going to put some of the juices, the onion, and the chicken. I didn't put the salt. All right. Right in here. Salt and pepper. So really we have two whole chicken breasts in there. And so you can do more than two. And if you do that, this could actually be a meal, just that chicken breast. You see how my seasoning is still on it. So what I'm going to do, because we're going to make sliders, is take our salad chopper and chop up this chicken breast and the onion all mixed together. Some of those juices. Now you can use regular barbecue sauce if you want. I just like this homemade one, and I love the flavor that it gives. And there's our barbecue. And let's take this, put it on our slider bun, and there's your little slider. So now we have barbecue chicken sliders done in our quick cooker, and we have our holiday party dip spread, our dip, dill dip, our chocolate fondue, which we're going to set out a bar with some apples and some graham crackers and things, and just leave this. We can set those right around it, and of course our peppermint whipped cream. Thanks, and happy holidays.